The Triple B Podcast would like to invite you to come break bread with your brothers. If you like what you're hearing on the show, if you think we missed the mark, or if we got it all wrong, reach out to us on social media. We can be reached on Twitter at triple_B_pod or search Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast. We are the Brothers Breaking Bread on Facebook, and our email is brothersbreakingbreadpod@gmail.com. Further descriptions are in the show notes. Like, follow, friend, do all that good stuff, and please never forget to break bread with your brothers.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread Podcast in the house. Hey.
We'll have a little potluck. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it.
This is a beautiful thing, man. It's all this blackness, and we all just getting together, we playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking.
And, food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling on the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to have everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot more than I could say to you guys.
Unbelievable. The fact that I am an Olympian, no matter what is said or anything, I am an Olympian. A dream since I've been young. I'm pretty sure everybody's dream as a track athlete. So being happy is an understatement. Being excited, nervous, all of those feelings piled in one. I'm highly blessed and grateful.
We'll talk about the race in a moment, but just the rush to get up the steps to see your family, your grandmother, your dad, your mom, everybody. What did that mean?
Because my family has kept me grounded. This year has been crazy for me. Going from just last week, losing my biological mother, and I'm still here.
What did you say? You lost your mother?
Yeah. I'm still here. Last week, finding out my biological mother passed away, and still choosing to pursue my dreams, still coming out here, still making sure to make the family that I do still have on this earth proud, and the fact that nobody knows what I go through. Everybody has struggles, and I understand that, but y'all see me on this track, and y'all see the poker face I put on, but nobody but them and my coach know what I go through on a day-to-day basis, and I'm highly grateful for them. Without them, there would be no me. Without my grandmother, there would be no Sha'Carri Richardson. So my family is my everything. My everything is to the day I'm done.
Sha'Carri, unbelievable. We offer our deepest condolences on your loss, as well as our congratulations
Thank you.
on what you accomplished in the midst of all of that pressure.
Thank you.
You okay to say this? See you in Tokyo?
Oh,
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Triple B in the house, Brothers Breaking Bread. That is a phenomenal young woman right there, man.
Yeah,
phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Good shit.
Yeah, man, before we get into it, man, just point out, I mean, if you ain't up on things and understanding why Michelle Obama, that's who reposted this video, retweeted, I should say, it's been some negative feedback. Her look, her style, her demeanor, and everyone trying to take away just from the simple accomplishments of this young lady, man. I mean, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful.
Yes.
She is somebody who I have a bit of a personal connection to indirectly. Somebody who used to be my assistant coach, went and moved to Dallas Carter High School, and now is the assistant coach for the track program she came out of. So she was on the staff when Sha'Carri was doing big things to the Texas State meet, winning state championships. And so I've kind of been keeping an eye on her journey for a long while. And it's not a surprise to me, but I think the whole rest of the world is coming into the knowledge that she's a phenomenal athlete and a phenomenal talent and a bright spirit.
Yeah, so I saw like the headline that she made the team and that she ran a hell of a race, but I ain't never see the time though. I never watched the actual race. You know the time? I
want to say 10.7s.
Okay.
She's throwing her hat in the ring to probably medal at the Olympics. There's a woman out of Nigeria, Blessing Okabari, who threw up a big time, but it was wind dated. But I mean, it's still a huge time. And then
you kind of out a little bit, bro. You kind of sound far away a little bit.
My bad. So Blessing Okabari out of Nigeria has thrown up a big time, even though it was wind dated, but it's still a huge time.
Yeah.
10.63, I want to say. And then the one who's won the last 2 golds out of Jamaica, and I can't call her name, Fraser Price. I can't think of her first name right now. But she's throwing up some big times too. So, I mean, they got to do it on the day of the final at the Olympics.
Yeah, do it in Tokyo. We'll see what happens.
She's
going to Tokyo.
And she's young. She's like maybe 20. Maybe, probably like 19.
It don't matter, man. To me, this young lady has a very, very beautiful spirit. Coming out. Even during the struggles that she's going through and things like that. This young lady is doing big things, big accomplishments and everything. And it will be very interesting to see what happens in Tokyo. A couple weeks. In a few weeks.
But before we do our check-in, the black family had to black it up. Have y'all seen the picture they painted with I believe it was it Flojo or handing off the baton to her nigga? It's been a lot going on. It's been a lot going on. Said these niggas don't sleep.
Now the other thing they got is they say we taking the earth by land, air, and sea.
I see that. Hey, but shout out, dog. Hey, I think as we said, man, things are returned to the natural order. Niggas are getting that jab, and they starting to come out, bro. I love it. Yeah. I love it. Just in time for the Olympics, because I hate to say it. No Asian hate here, but they about to be mad when these niggas start putting this black power fist up in the middle of the stadium again, dog. Oh shit, we know how we do those. So let's do these check-ins, man. How you doing, Tan? What's going on, pimp?
Oh man, everything is everything. Everything is going good down here in New Orleans. Quick note. I want to say a couple days ago. I got in touch with somebody who was really, kind of dear to me and everything. I watched this kid grow up. We had some issues and everything, but a couple of days ago, he got in contact with me and wrote me a nice little apology letter, and to make a long story short, trying to rekindle, what we had. It was my stepson.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, I know where this is going. You said rekindle what we had, nigga.
I'm like, the diddler out here diddling?
No.
Them words, nigga. My bad, Chief. My bad, Chief. Choose it carefully.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice of words.
Come on,
thank you, Zeb. I'm making sure it wasn't me, Chief.
No, it wasn't.
Cause y'all know we face to face. This nigga Joe, eyebrows went up, nigga.
We're not having a reset episode, dog.
Hey, no, we good. Go ahead, Tim. My bad, pimp.
But anyway, man, but it was a really touching, apology letter, stating, basically that, he had done some things wrong, and if he did things differently, then maybe our relationship would have been much better off. You know what I'm saying? But now he's turned his life around, and basically reached out to me and everything and says, hey, I want to kind of get back in touch with you and everything like that, and make sure we start our like father-son relationship again.
Good shit, man. Good shit.
Yeah,
Happy belated Father's Day.
The letter itself was real touching, man. It kind of broke me down a little bit.
You're good. You're not heartless. We love that about you.
Yeah. So, right, I know. I know, guys. But that's what's been going on, the last couple of days and everything. But other than that, man, having fun down here, being me.
But that's good shit though. 'Cause I know we didn't record for Father's Day, man. And I know me, Joe, Zeb, we got offspring, but mentorship is definitely part of that, man. Bringing young people along, man. And I know I've talked about it on Facebook and social media, and also on the podcast, how you are with my little boys, man. That's definitely enduring and something that young men need outside of just their regular fathers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Indeed.
What's going on, soldier?
Oh man, same. Just chilling, bro. Just chilling, trying to not get washed away in this deluge that we've been having here. You know what I mean? It's been raining like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all too?
Yeah,
nigga, it has been raining all fucking day.
Yeah, shit. All last night here at least it was raining, and shit. I don't think it's about to let up. I was looking at the forecast. It's supposed to keep going for the next week or so. But yeah, man. So just chilling, man. Been doing this overnight thing, overnight gig. So, just adjusting to that whole situation. But no complaints, man. You know what I'm saying? Just living life.
Good shit, Chief.
Ready to get down.
Good shit. Let's get into it. What's going on, Joe?
Oh man, we didn't record Father's Day, so I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Same.
We didn't record Juneteenth, so I want to say Happy Juneteenth to all the other niggas.
Free niggas,
all y'all
enslaved niggas,
all you free men.
I'm about to take this nigga's cup away. We ain't even into the intro.
Happy Juneteenth to all the free men out there.
I'm not cut him off.
Got more important. Monday, happy birthday to my 14-year-old, future 14-year-old.
Okay.
Absolutely. So looking forward to that. And we just got a dog. We got a new dog. So.
Oh shit.
What y'all get?
A mutt.
Yeah.
She's a part lab, part shepherd. Pretty smart dog. Already knows how to fetch.
Okay.
What's up?
Knows most commands. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty. It seems like a pretty good dog.
Stonework, sir. Stonework.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good shit, man.
First and foremost, when Joe came over. So 2 weeks ago we were supposed to record, and not gonna say the young lady's name. She knows who she is. But your boy was reckless. So what happened was there was a mutual, I guess, fraternity, sisterhood, brotherhood that we both cater to. Not to give too much away, and some jokes that I was saying, not nothing sexual before we get that out the way, but jokes that were meant to be funny, kind of turned. Okay. Maybe where I was a little drunk. No excuses though. Had turned into a little bit of bullying. And on this podcast, man, this is a place where we come to. I mean, the name of the show is Break Bread. Get away from all the bullshit of the world, especially for people of color. Even though we do have people who are not people of color on the show. It's still a safe place for us to come here, and I did not provide that safe place. I fell short of the idea of this show. So I apologize to her. I apologize to Joe. I apologize to everyone who was on here. It's been something that's been sitting, I'm an atheist, but I guess, lack of a better term, my soul, my spirit. And like I told Joe when he came in, I didn't want to send him a simple text message or call him on the phone. I had some other shit going on that didn't allow me to come to him. But when he got here, of course, we always dap each other up, give each other a brotherly hug. First thing I said to him was like, hey, man, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, and it took so long to tell you that because I wanted to say it face to face. And I also wanted to say it on the show. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because we hold people, whether they be in leadership, politics, whatever, we hold them accountable. So who am I not to hold myself accountable? Who or we, if my own brother who did that very night tried to hold me accountable, doesn't hold me accountable. You know what I'm saying? That's why I fuck with y'all. That's why I fuck with him. Because at the end of the day, bullshit aside, we gonna love each other. But when you're wrong, we gonna tell you you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. And then all I could do is apologize, and he accepted my apology, and I appreciate it. And that young lady, over text, because I said I told him I didn't want to call you to get her number because I don't want her to think that you put me up to it. But I apologized to her, and she accepted my apology. And like I said, to the brothers who are on the show, who saw me in one of my lesser moments, you know what I'm saying? I apologize. It's one thing if it's us fucking with each other. It's one thing if it's me and Joe going at each other. It's one thing if it's me and Joe or whoever, you know what I'm saying? When it's the brothers, when it's a guest, we need to be, whether it be male or female, transgender, whatever the fuck, we need to provide that sanctuary for them. And I fell short, so I apologize to everybody here, everybody listening. I know there's people who were like, well, why wasn't no show this week? Why was there a repeat show? That's why. You know what I'm saying? So I want to, poor language on my part, get that out the way, but I mean, that's something that needs to be said up front. On the back end of that. Well, that's much respect to you for that, man. That's that takes courage, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, bro. So much respect. And, hey, man, we all fall short. So, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of recognizing that and making amends and trying to do right by it. You know what I mean? Who's that? I fell off a cliff that day. Yeah. It happens. It happens. I done fell off some cliffs myself. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate her and I appreciate, because, they both could have been like, yeah, we not accepting, but I appreciate them both for accepting my apology. On the other end of that, happy Father's Day. But I spent the day after Father's Day, I was in California burying, and that when I use the term my mother's dad, because I wasn't as close to him, because after him and my grandma broke up, or divorced, sorry, he moved to California, so he was a part of my life. But not that part of my life that my grandpa Terry was. When my grandpa Walker had passed away. And not to get too deep into it, but what I took away from his funeral is, and I know it's something that we try to do and keep trying to do, is not just to lead a life where your friends and family celebrate you, but to lead a life to where the community comes out to celebrate you. This dude, remember the Black Panther Party in the 60s? Numerous Head Start programs out in California, as far as like getting young black men off the streets, getting them back in their communities, young black men and black women, I should say. And to wrap it up, I'm pulling up, and you got Maxine Walters, you got the mayor of LA there to come and talk at his funeral. And you talk about being in awe of a man's life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the culmination of a man's life shouldn't be just because whoever comes out to speak, but let's not bullshit and say if a congresswoman and the mayor of your city is coming out to speak at your funeral, you mean something to that fucking community. You know, that's a big deal. It's a big deal. So rest in peace, rest in power, I should say, Grandpa Walker. You did a lot for our family, a lot for my mom. And part of the reason, outside of the story, the apology I just gave, but outside of that, played a big part in your grandchildren's lives, your children's lives. So your memory will live on. As I say to everybody that got children, you'll live forever. We guarantee it. So, and outside of that, man, hey, life is good. Much like Joe, I had yesterday, young Grant turned 6.
Oh man.
Yeah. So.
Happy birthday to him, man.
Happy birthday, young Grant.
Yeah.
Also, I shouldn't say better news. The life of your child is great. But also, my daughter scored a 512 on her MCAT. So to put that in context,
Yes.
the highest score you can get in NCAT is 528. That puts her in the 84 to 86 percentile as far as her group, and also guarantees a lot of things as far as like interviews and school selections for med school. So good job, Zakia. You are living me and your mother's wildest dreams, and we will just continue to support you because you don't need a push. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, that's that. That's the wrap up. Hey, and then I know there's a couple of people who've been reaching out to me. Apologize for not having I guess you had a show one weekend, but the next weekend, hey, it's Father's Day. Niggas barbecuing. What you want us to do? All right, man. Let's get into it.
All right.
Yeah. Got some more audio. And off top, fuck this nigga.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah.
At this time, due to some additional legal matters at hand, I'm not able to give a full formal statement at this time. But very briefly, though, I do want to give my condolences to the Floyd family. There's going to be some other information in the future that would be of interest, and I hope things will give you some peace of mind. Thank you.
That was this pussy, Derek Chauvin. I ain't got no other words. I don't know what else to say.
That nigga's face looked very punchable.
Very punchable.
Yeah.
And you realize the choice of words, not an apology. I give my condolences. Condolences to your family.
He got pending court cases. He can't admit shit.
I get it, man, but fuck this nigga. I get what you're saying, Joe. What you speak to?
Yeah, he looking older. He looking old. Looking like he been going through it.
He need to have
what you need. Yeah.
I don't think he's been sleeping.
You know what make him look better? A fucking casket with him laying in it with his arms over his chest, nigga.
Right.
That's
what make him look better than me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say, dog. It's.
I want him to live. I want him to experience all 22 and a half of them years with.
I was just about to ask what I've been out the loop, so I didn't even know.
Oh, my bad. So yeah, I forgot about you said that. And also to the listeners out there. So today, what's today? Friday.
Friday.
Derek Chauvin, he was sentenced to 22 and a half years of prison time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is after his attorney requested that he get probation and time served.
What?
I mean, the attorney did what he got.
That's his job. Yeah.
And the judge basically was like, "Nah, nigga."
Well, in context,
go ahead.
I think the minimum for murder 2 is 12 years or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the maximum they could have gotten was 40.
Right.
Based on some mitigating factors I think Zeb brought up before.
With the young child.
Yeah, all those things. Yeah. They were able to push for more time than the minimum of 12 years. So, I mean, I don't know. This is the most we've ever gotten out of a cop that I know of.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, about to.
Dallas got 2 years.
Me too.
Yeah, I have never seen it before.
Because usually they get nothing. So
yeah, that's right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not frowning on the verdict. I'm just, I guess, and yes, he has legal things, and his attorney probably said, "Hey, you can't get out here talking about I'm sorry and all this other shit." I get that, but fuck him and all that. So Yeah, but
and the thing is too, man. Just like you did, bro. I know, these are totally different circumstances and whatnot. But just like how you manned up, you ain't dealing with no legal issues.
Correct.
Obviously, you know what I'm saying. But just like how you manned up and apologized, at some point in time, man, I don't know. In my mind, at least, fuck your attorney, fuck the law, fuck legal proceedings and whatnot. If you truly and really are apologetic, and you know what I'm saying, then say that. You know what I'm saying? Man up for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he had that opportunity, and he didn't step up to the plate. But that's enough. I mean, in my mind, for me, that's enough about him.
Yeah, but here's my thing, Tim. And I agree with you at the legal thing, right? But it's like he could have left it at my condolences, and there are things that prohibit me from coming out and apologizing to you. But you go through this whole diatribe of other things may come out, they're gonna waken you up and all this other shit. That's the part I'm like, nigga, just leave it at my condolences and shut the fuck up. If you can't talk, nigga, don't talk. You know what I'm saying? If you can't speak on it, don't speak on it, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, his best bet was not to say shit.
Yeah, no. I mean, I get you can leave it at my condolences and leave it at that, nigga. At least that says something, right? There's something. Okay. But when you get this whole, there's gonna be other things that come out, nigga. What's gonna come out besides you got your motherfucking knee on my son's neck?
Right.
I don't think he was saying about other evidence that might vindicate him. I think he was saying that I've got other pending situations that I can't talk.
Okay, maybe
that's how I read that.
Okay, I don't know. I don't agree with Joe. And he here, so I can look at him and say, I don't agree with you, nigga.
I hear some chairs moving. Hold on.
Here we go.
We fight.
Standing 8.
These niggas.
Oh shit! It's two wrong niggas to have in the same room. I'm just joking. Y'all fucking around. But yeah, we will see. We will see what comes of it. But like we said, man, and also I believe George Floyd's mother said, unfortunately, 22.5 years for taking a man's life as a cop is progress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where we at, right?
Yeah. Motherfuckers done got more years for a vial of crack, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Life.
Yep.
Yeah. Weed, crack, nigga, a lot of shit. Yep. Moving forward. Hold on now. Oh, that's some other shit. That's about George. I know it's coming up, so I'm laughing. Hey. Yeah, just listen.
And understand from what's been testified to the Forest Service and the BLM, you want very much to work on the issue of climate change. I was informed by the immediate past director of NASA that they...
First of all, I'm going to keep playing. How you going to get the sleepiest dwarf of all the dwarfs to come and talk about this? How, nigga? How? This nigga look like he own Ambien and weed. At the same time, nigga.
Ambien and syrup.
Syrup, nigga. That nigga, him and Lil Wayne just kicked it before this nigga came and talked. I'm gonna keep playing, though.
They found that the moon's orbit is changing slightly, and so is the Earth's orbit around the sun. We know there's been significant solar flare activity. And so is there anything that the National Forest Service or BLM can do to change the course of the moon's orbit or the Earth's orbit around the sun? Obviously, that would have profound effects on our climate.
I would have to follow up.
Hey.
Hold
up, nigga.
What?
I just love the pause that woman took before she asked. She had to gather up all her thoughts and composure and make sure she didn't laugh smooth in his congressman's face.
Hey, dog, that was that what the fuck he just say moment.
Hold on, dog. Because Zeb's like, I'm lost. I'm
I'm lost, man.
It's only a minute. Let's start from the beginning again.
And understand from what's been testified to the Forest Service and the BLM, you want very much to work on the issue of climate change. I was informed by the immediate past director of NASA that they have found that the moon's orbit is changing slightly, and so is the Earth's orbit around the sun. We know there's been significant solar flare activity. And so is there anything that the National Forest Service or BLM can do to change the course of the moon's orbit or the Earth's orbit around the sun? Obviously, that would have profound effects on our climate.
I would have to follow up with you on that one, Mr. Gohmert.
Yeah. Well, if you figure out a way that you in the Forest Service can make that change, I'd like to know. Also, just to put on your...
Hold on, dog. So this might be the first time that a Republican has ever said climate change is a man-made thing, but then he had to double down on the racism and say it's because of niggas. Is that what I got out of this?
I'm trying to figure
He said we get rid of all the niggas, then climate will change back.
You mean bacon, lettuce, mayo? Nigga, what he meant, Joe?
Yeah, I'm like, what the...
I think
he had it at one point.
I really don't know what I just heard. I really don't.
So a lot of people are trying to say he was being, I guess, sarcastic, or there was a joke, but it was a very poor joke. Because once again, this nigga is the sleepiest drawer for them all.
This nigga asked the Forest Service.
I don't get it. Why are we not talking about trees, nigga? Why are we talking about BLM, nigga?
I don't think that's Black Lives Matter. I think that's something else.
It might be botanical lives matter. I don't know.
I think it's ballistic lunar matters. Ballistic lunar matters. We got
Bloom's lives matter. Blooming like a
big lever on the moon. Big
lever on the moon.
Hey, cut this nigga off.
This is how you adjust the moon's orbit. The big lever.
I hope so, dog. Hold on. I mean, I don't know what's happening.
I was hurt, dog. I can't do this.
Okay, break. I don't know, dog. I don't know.
Oh man.
I'm not doing this. Fuck him. He an idiot. He should have had a better joke and a better setup.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't know. I feel like he was serious.
I don't know.
I feel like he was serious. I don't know.
There was no sarcasm in that. I think he's serious in the motherfucker.
Let's fast forward to a white man that was serious. Oh shit! Hold up. Oh, where's the audio?
First of all,
there
on the issue of critical race theory, etc., I'll obviously have to get much smarter on whatever the theory is. But I do think it's important, actually, for those of us in uniform to...
And P.O. who asking, he said, us in uniform. This is General Mark Miley, chair of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. So, I mean, he may know a little something about the military. I don't know.
To be open-minded, be widely read. And the United States Military Academy is a university. And it is important that we train and we understand. And I want to understand white rage, and I'm white, and I want to understand it. So what is it that caused thousands of people to assault this building and try to overturn the Constitution of the United States of America? What caused that? I want to find that out.
And I'll keep playing, but you know he want to say, he mad, he's like, I'm trying to figure out why you niggas ain't done nothing.
Right.
That's what he's been. I'm trying to figure out why you niggas ain't done nothing about these white folks who stormed this Capitol. But I'll answer your question, Congressman.
I want to maintain an open mind here, and I do want to analyze it. It's important that we understand that, because our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Guardians, they come from the American people. So it is important that the leaders, now and in the future, do understand it. I've read Mao Zedong. I've read Karl Marx. I've read Lenin. That doesn't make me a communist. So what is wrong with understanding, having some situational understanding about the country for which we are here to defend? And I personally find it offensive that we are accusing the United States military, our general officers, our commissioned, non-commissioned officers, of being, quote, woke or something else because we're studying some theories that are out there. That was started at Harvard Law School years ago, and it proposed that there were laws in the United States, antebellum laws prior to the Civil War, that led to a power differential with African Americans that were 3/4 of a human being when this country was formed. And then we had a Civil War and Emancipation Proclamation.
Then they got the fraction wrong.
What is that?
You said 3/4 of a human being.
Oh,
He gave us.
I didn't even catch that.
He gave us a few, nigga.
Okay.
He gave us an extra little 15%. You little bump.
That's what you call being an ally.
There you go.
Hey, but hold on though. The funny part about it is like he read all of these books as far as like communism, Maoism, all this shit like that a lot of white people are okay with reading, but they don't want to learn about the actual history of the United States.
Straight up.
Yeah.
That's just crazy to me, right? The motherfuckers don't blink or bat an eye when they like, I read this Communist Manifesto and all this other shit and all this other shit from Russia. But it's like, oh, you want to talk about niggas burned in Tulsa? Oh, no, sir. No, sir. We can't read about that.
Right.
For a long time, Tulsa didn't even happen.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what's wild. That's what's wild to me, right? It's like you can read all this other shit about other things that ain't got nothing to do with this place. That happens in the war college, right? They talk about like doctrine and fucking military doctrine, fucking whatever. It's called the War College. You know what I'm saying? It's it's a place, and I think it's still in Georgia. I think down in Fort Benning, I believe. But it's like nigga, and they have one in actually it's Fort Leonardwood. Might have one too. Anyway, but anyway, fuck that. Tangential, my bad. But it's like we can learn all this other shit, but we can't learn about what happened here in the United States, black people. Lord forbid.
It's like
no, because it's a stain on white culture.
Look at Roger faces.
This nigga.
That's why we can't learn about it. Stains on white culture.
Oh, nigga.
Stain on white culture, stain on American culture, on American history.
You heard what I said.
On American present.
Yeah, dog. It's crazy, right? And then like, and what I have found for the most part is definitely probably not back in 60s, 70s, but you do find a lot of higher ranking officers in whatever to be a little more enlightened. They seen some things, they fucked up some things, and they realize it ain't all, everything we fighting for ain't all what it appears to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They seem very much less hesitant to send young men and women out to die for a cause that a lot of these bloodthirsty Congress people seem ready to do. And that's what you see in this man's face. That's why he's so like upset, like, wait a minute, I got black Joes, you know what I'm saying? I got black officers, black sergeant majors who I answer to, who answer to me, who hold me accountable, and you don't want them to learn about the history of the United States, nigga? And hold on. And here's one thing, though, right? What Mac gets up on some sexual charges like 2 weeks ago? What happened to that?
Yes, he was.
Where that at? They got nothing to do with critical race theory. What, is that BLM? Is that the BLM?
I'm over here trying to cook up some fuckery real quick.
I know you were. I know that nigga Joe took a sip from this strong ass drink I made for him. Like, wait a minute, nigga, there's a joke in there somewhere. I need to find it though. This is why we can't be in the same room, nigga. But like literally, this nigga was. It's not that they just were absolved or said he's not guilty. They just went away. But here, this nigga questioned fucking a general while him and his homeboys is diddling little girls. And I need to know where my nigga Anthony at on this. Or 10. Why is this nigga still alive?
I haven't made it over there. Yeah.
And so you talk about you had a trip to make. You know what? I'll leave it at that. Okay. You said pregame is a trip that needs to be made. I'll leave it there, nigga. Hopefully in the morning, this nigga ain't here.
He did say he had a run to make.
He got a run to make.
To Florida. He said he was going to Florida.
Hey, you know what would be scary, though? If we wake up in the morning and this nigga, I'll be done.
If Matt Gates lay down.
Yeah.
We shut the whole fucking podcast down. I'm deleting all the files, nigga.
Nigga, I'm burning this computer. Nigga, we was never here. Joe wasn't here, nigga. If I wake up tomorrow and they find Matt Gates' body in that building in Florida that collapsed, I'm like, This nigga 10 on some other shit, nigga. This nigga the John Wick of the podcast. We didn't even know it.
I was about to say Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne, nigga. Somebody with a J, nigga. That's that nigga.
Nigga got the Bourne identity out this motherfucker.
I'm gonna play a little more. I'll play a little more.
To change it. And we brought it up to the Civil Rights Act in 1964. It took another 100 years to change that. So look I do want to know. And I respect your service, and you and I are both Green Berets. But I want to know. And it matters to our military and the discipline and cohesion of this military.
Let me fast forward here. Because we had a member of the show who's on sometimes that said he felt that this brother was cooning a little bit.
Well, who is this brother?
Oh, my bad. Yeah. This is Secretary of Defense. What's the brother's name? Austin?
The black guy.
The black guy. The one nigga in the room.
Yeah, the nigga at the in the cabinet.
Some Austin. It's gonna pop up here. And I apologize, y'all. I'm still kinda in the Army, but not really. So I don't be keeping up with this shit. I don't come into a building once a month and these niggas' names is up on the wall with their pictures.
Previous discussions with service members and particularly officers, I would hear about complaints over parts not arriving on time, long deployments, and in my more recent discussions with those officers.
Also, I didn't know that is it Guess that's the Green Beret?
What do you say? Is it Green Beret? Yeah, that's who I thought he was referring.
There's another white dude that was talking too.
Could have been.
So I didn't think this nigga was a Green Beret. My bad.
That nigga's a fuckboy, so probably not.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he probably wore a raspberry beret, but.
Well played. Well played.
The kind you see.
Especially when this nigga be dealing these young ladies, he definitely got that raspberry beret.
The number one issue that they raised to me with concern, often unable to speak publicly for fear of the type of retribution that Lieutenant Colonel Lohmeyer faced, they say that your stand down regarding extremism did not help our military, it hurt the military. And I want to share with you that perspective, that it caused service members to otherize one another. It impaired group cohesion. How should the Department of Defense think about critical race theory?
Could I make a comment, Secretary? I'm sorry.
I'm very limited on my time, General Milley.
Well, I just want to make a comment that the feedback
I know, but I've asked the question to Secretary Austin.
I don't know what the issue of critical race theory is and what the relevance here with the department.
You know, it was Secretary Lloyd Austin. I can't remember his first name.
Okay.
But not to step on the brother though.
You said Secretary of Defense, right?
Secretary of Defense, yes. So,
okay.
But where was Matt Gaetz doing all this Trump shit when they shitbagged that colonel that came out and said that Trump was doing all this bullshit?
Right.
He was on a yacht with a 17-year-old, probably.
You remember that, Joe?
The colonel that was clowning Trump?
Yeah. I don't remember his name. I can see his face.
White dude?
Yeah.
I remember that was wild. Yeah, he was on his head.
I didn't see none of these Republicans come and defend him.
No. None.
Come defend the colonel?
The colonel, yeah.
Maybe I'm lost. Maybe I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, he was the one that he's the one that hold on. You know, I'll play this and I'll find it. My bad, Joe.
We do not teach critical race theory. We don't embrace critical race theory. And I think that's a spurious conversation. And so we are focused on extremist behaviors. and not ideology, not people's thoughts, not people's political orientation. Behaviors is what we're focused on. And one final point, and thanks for your anecdotal input, but I would say that I have gotten 10 times that amount of input, 50 times that amount of input on the other side that have said, hey, we're glad to have had the ability to have a conversation with ourselves and with our leadership. And that's what we need to make sure
again,
that
reclaiming my time.
Man, fuck him. I ain't talking about him. But old boy was Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindeman. That's the old boy who testified against Trump.
Vindeman, yeah, he testified against in the first impeachment trial.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay.
And I think he announced, so July 8, 2020 is when he announced his retirement. And I don't remember this outpouring of support from random rapey ass congressmen.
So how you connecting those two?
Well, I'm saying, so he brought up the other boy, Ollerman, who's he's a commander in the military. Hold on. I pulled him up too. So he brought up, oh boy here. What's his name? Matthew Loheimer. That's who Matt Gaetz brought up.
Oh, he brought up somebody.
Yeah, he said he made an off-state comment of Loheimer, who caught some flack for his support of Trump and also talking about the military as being overtaken by Marxism.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I get what you're saying, but if you're going to support the military and everything they say, why not support other members who've outspoken too?
Well, he obviously doesn't, because he doesn't support the military having conversations about critical race theory.
No, he doesn't.
Right.
Not at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I guess that was my bigger point, that we all agree upon that these they all do that.
Well, we all know Matt Gaetz is a fucking pedophile and just a fuckboy in general.
And once again,
allegedly.
And once again, where hold on, it is allegedly, but you can't have a nigga that you fuck with who's your quote unquote wingman talking about, yeah, I got some secret dossiers on you.
That nigga said, no, that nigga admitted to the shit.
Who Matt Gaetz did?
No. His
the wingman, he did. So, but he's still just doing his job.
And I would say that his fuck boyhood is not alleged. I think that's confirmed. And whether or not the nigga was diddling, fuck boy shit is confirmed.
Fuck boy shit is confirmed.
His fuck boy status is solidified.
And so the other point was, like I said, a member of the Brothers Breaking Bread brought up that he thought that Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin was sounding coonish in his response.
I don't think he came out as strong as the chairman of the Chiefs,
General Milley.
General Milley did on the idea that we need to study critical race theory, and you know why? It's because of critical race theory. Because General Milley was a white general, and he was able to say with his whole chest we need to talk about this. Because I'm a white man, I need to know, and it sounds different coming from him than the first black Secretary of Defense saying something. Because now he got to worry over his, look over his back about how I look. Where the black man said we need to look at critical race.
We gonna say, I need you crackers to figure out the fuck y'all been doing to me and my people for 400 motherfucking years, nigga.
Right.
So he said, I'm gonna go ahead. He had to do it like Obama did. Obama didn't come out there and drop his nuts on the table and tell y'all niggas fucking up. You know what I'm saying? He's
right.
And be a dick in that about shit. Yeah.
Well, I think also too, man. The Secretary of Defense is a political appointee.
Mm-hmm. It is.
You know what I'm saying? And the general is a general. You know what I'm saying? So, and because I was going to also say about the general's comments concerning the teaching of critical race theory. I mean, man, I've never been in the military, so you two brothers that have been can confirm or deny this.
But I also say
that I would imagine, especially somebody at his level, you know what I'm saying? You're taught to think critically. You know what I'm saying? You're taught to look at the facts and to look at the evidence and the information as it is and make an assessment.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel that's what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? But the the secretary. I mean, he got to play politics also, man.
Yeah, but I would also say that I believe Lloyd Austin, he was a general in the military before getting elected. So that was.
Well, yeah. I mean, I imagine, yeah.
So, but that was a controversy that they tried to make up surrounding his appointment. Was that?
Because it was a number of years that.
I think he was like 2 or 3 years out.
Wasn't that many years?
Right.
Yeah.
He wasn't far enough removed.
Yeah.
Right.
So they both know. He know what's going on. And there's a reason why there are more commanding officers who are white, and most of the command sergeant majors or sergeant majors or NCOs in the military are black. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is.
Well, he said what the general said, but he just said it a little more tactfully. He said
more politically. That's all.
Yeah.
And so, in looking at extremism, we need to take a look at fucking white rage, just like the general said.
Exactly.
And we need to take a look at critical race theory, because we know that this is the source of the frustrations of some of these white militants and that type of thing.
But as someone, and Ten can attest to this too, but as someone who's been in the military, the first thing I thought about when they was talking about they were giving these classes, where the fuck is the PowerPoint slide deck? Because all military classes have a PowerPoint slide deck.
Yeah.
So you coming to me saying this is what was taught, where that at?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
It's classified.
It's G6. What movie is that? Is it G6 classified, nigga? G6 classified. So, but I believe at these. And I know it sounds funny to think that the military has higher institutions of learning and teaching, but we do. I believe at these levels that there are, but also no one bats an eye when we talk about on the show too. When you're talking about extremism as far as Black Lives Matter or Muslim lives, things like that. You can't tell me that, especially during the height of the Iraqi war, during the height of us invading Afghanistan, that there weren't similar slide decks about terrorism, extremism amongst these populist groups. So I'm like, nigga, please. You know what I'm saying? Mac gets nigga, please. Especially if you're a Green Beret nigga, you know what gets taught in these motherfucking things. There's a reason why white rage, white extremism is being taught, because a bunch of white folks stormed the Capitol building January 6th, my man. So stop. Anyway.
And I would just like to add that we've already asserted, I think it was back in the episode a la carte history, that critical race theory is history.
It's just American history.
It's American history.
Yeah. I get tired when I see this shit on. We'll get into it. There's another clip that tickles me, but yeah, we'll get into it. But it just cracks me up. It's like it's basically the parts of your family that your family don't want you to know about, because it's your daddy or your mama got some fucking step kid outside the marriage, nigga. That's basically all. That's all CRT is, right?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Wait a minute. Who is this nigga that's my cousin that's a year younger than me that I never met?
Right.
But he ain't got no mama or daddy.
Is that little dirty history the family don't talk about? That's all it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, nigga, he part of the family too.
Okay. Speaking of part of the family.
What is it that the people of color have been oppressed by the white people, and the white people begin to be racist by the time they're 2 or 3 months old, and therefore the people of color have to rise up and overtake their oppressors, and then, having gotten the whip handle, if I can use that term, then to instruct their white neighbors how to behave. Now that's critical race theory. What is?
Hey dog, how many more babies are they going to sacrifice this nigga and keep living? That's what I need to figure out, nigga.
Why Pat Roberts say white like Calvin Candy? White. They gonna take over the white man. And we got this white cake.
They want to get the slave. So he had. I want him to say niggas. I was waiting.
We waiting.
Oh
the
man.
niggas.
Hey man, what's wrong with this Pinky in the brain looking ass nigga, dog? What's wrong with him?
It's time. It's time. He need to go to sleep. Right. Go to sleep.
The long sleep.
The long nap.
The long.
Let it go.
He said white kids are being taught to be racist at 2 or 3 months.
Too much. Yeah, like what the fuck?
These niggas can't even hold their heads up, but they being taught to be racist. Nigga, what? Google Gaga, fuck niggas. What you say? Zeb?
I think he said that they are racist or something. Did he say taught or are?
Hold on, we gonna play
I think 2 or 3 months.
Hold on, I'm gonna play it one more time. That's only 30 seconds.
What is it that the people of color have been oppressed by the white people, and the white people begin to be racist by the time they're 2 or 3 months?
Nigga, he even say talk. It just happened.
Begin to be racist.
Just begin, nigga. It's in their metabolism, nigga.
They be drinking that white tea milk.
DNA, right? Exactly. It's in the mitochondria.
And
this nigga said ATP. White people. It's the crab cycle, nigga. Oh shit! I'm crying, nigga. Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Adenosine triphosphate is making white people racist, nigga. That's what it is, nigga. I'm surprised I recalled that. I'm about to go to bed now.
You need to go lay down, man.
Holy shit. My daughter be proud of me. Soon to be Dr. Winston. She'll be proud of me.
Yes,
I'm going to finish playing the rest.
Therefore, the people of color have to rise up and overtake their oppressors, and then, having gotten the whip handle, if I can use that term, then to instruct their white neighbors how to...
So hold on, wait a minute. So out of all the crazy shit he said, whip handle, that was the thing he asked for permission to say?
But did not pause for the answer. Did not pause for the answer.
Not at all.
Nigga said, is that a fork in the road? He kept straight, nigga.
If we may talk about whips and chains, yes, I speak about black folks' oppression.
But this is what we talking about, though, right? This is the reason why people are so ignorant on critical race theory. You have a motherfucker who people have tuned in and for some odd reason trust for years. Who is saying?
I've been seeing Pat Robertson since I was a little kid, man. My grandmother used to watch that shit.
Remember that?
I think he did.
He ran for president, got trash.
Nigga, but he is literally saying that white babies are just, they become racist. And then somewhere along the line, niggas they go to Piggly Wiggly or Ace Hardware and they get whips and handles, nigga, and they just start beating up white people.
And what was he saying at the end? What was he saying to instruct their neighbors about? What did he say?
I guess they instruct their white neighbors on how to behave.
Yeah. Oh, okay, on how to behave.
But hold up, he said
he said a lot.
He said they become racist in 2 to 3 months.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
That sound like the evidence for evolution.
Hold on, dog.
Why they ain't born racist, nigga?
Hold on, dog.
By 2 to 3 months,
it just hit me.
Racist.
We could do a spinoff of The Matrix, but it's just it's the clan version. And Morpheus is just the Grand Wizard, and he like, you can choose a nigga pill, or you can choose
the critical race theory pill. Or the All Lives Matter.
Nigga, it's just a pork rind or a fucking latte from Starbucks, nigga. You choose one, nigga. That's what you going with.
Pumpkin spice.
A pumpkin spice latte or a pork rind, nigga. Which one do you choose?
Ain't no in between, yeah.
Nigga, this is the worst version of Samurai Assassin ever, nigga. Choose the ball. You join your mother.
You do not understand, but you must choose.
Man,
you threw your sword.
Wow. You know, side note, if y'all have not watched Samurai Assassin, what's wrong with y'all?
The Shogun's Assassin.
No bad.
Yeah,
Shogun Assassin. Yeah. Shogun Assassin.
Was it called something in Cub? Was it
Some, but it's like a numerous movies. It's a couple of movies, but that's the best. Nigga, if you ain't watched any of those, get your life right.
Get your life right.
All I know is Zed probably still got my copy.
Yeah.
I might. I probably do.
I heard it sounds like winter
Motherfucker got the memory like an elephant over there, man.
Indeed.
To have it happen to my own neck is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Oh, that's the best shit ever.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Hey, when that bitch jumped out them clothes and moonwalked
ran backwards.
Hey, she done put Sha'Carri Rich into the shade.
Yeah, she ran backwards like old girl run forwards. Like that.
Damn.
Nigga, she look like Tyreek Hill, nigga, just running backwards though, nigga. She got the fuck out. She didn't want no drama, nigga.
Oh shit.
Okay. Hey, fuck you, Pat Roberts. You need to. I don't want to say die. That's mean. You need to just go away.
Yeah. You need to meet up with Jesus.
Yeah. There you go.
Get on the main line.
Stop drinking stem cell blood. Stop having babies. Abort it. That way you can live, nigga. Just stop.
Your time is past, bro.
Oh, speaking of niggas that need to go away. Damn, I don't have the whole. So I don't know if y'all heard about this. So, what is this? Where was this at? Mecklenburg County. I guess there's a plantation out there. Mecklenburg County is now renewing its contract with the nonprofit that manages the historic Lada Plantation after a controversial Juneteenth program planned for the Huntsville site sparked a social media uproar last week. Lee Jones, Mecklenburg's Park and Recreation Director, told county commissioners Tuesday evening the annual agreement will end June 30th. I need the other story. So what it was
Alabama? Is that Huntsville?
Yeah, Huntsville, Alabama.
It gotta be Alabama.
Yeah.
There we go. Hold on. I can't find. Goddamn, where's the other story at? Anyway, so they were having a "What about the white people who lost out after the slaves were free?" event.
Oh shit.
That's what
they're doing that. That Haiti had to pay reparations to France type of shit.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
On some Haiti shit.
But here's the plot twist, though, right? It was a nigga that was hosting the event.
It's probably that one nigga. That one nigga that had the Confederate flag and he was walking down the street,
dancing. Okay.
This flag ain't never did nothing to y'all. This is heritage.
This is part of our heritage.
I read that shit and I was just like, it was like some old what about the slave master? They were speaking of former slave owners as quote unquote refugees.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'll find it and put in the show notes. My bad. Poor on my bad. It's some bullshit, right?
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.